So what does an international franchise opportunity look like in business brokerage? 1,000 brokers, 250 offices, operations in dozens of countries. That's the scale behind Transworld Business Advisors, a business brokerage franchise built for people evaluating franchise ownership who may want more than just a local model. See, Transworld is part of the world's largest business brokerage network, with more than 40 years of experience and a global system designed to help business owners buy, sell, and grow companies. So when people think about franchise ownership, they often think locally. What market is available? How many businesses are in the territory? Who are the referral partners? How do I build relationships in my community? And all of that still matters. Business brokerage is a relationship-driven business, and your local market is where much of that work will begin. But Transworld is different because the model is not limited to one city, one state, or even one country. You are building a local advisory practice, but you are doing it inside of a global business brokerage network. A global network gives a franchise owner access to something that an independent local broker may not have: reach. Transworld has grown their international network, including Ireland, Vietnam, Japan, Canada, UK, France, Ghana, Nigeria, Portugal, Norway, and Poland, to just name a few. Because business owners and buyers are not always in the same market. A seller in one city may be a fit for a buyer from another state. A buyer outside the United States may be looking for a U.S. business opportunity. An owner may have international connections, cross-border interest, or a business that appeals to buyers beyond the immediate local market. That does not mean every transaction is international either, because most business brokerage work is still rooted in these local relationships. But being a part of a larger network can expand your possibilities. You're not operating as one isolated advisor with one isolated contact list. No, you're a part of a system with brokers, offices, buyers, sellers, lenders, and market knowledge across a much broader footprint. Now, one of the most important client segments in business brokerage is the buyer who is looking beyond their own immediate market. And that may include international buyers looking for U.S. businesses. It may include entrepreneurs who want to enter the U.S. market through acquisition, investors who are comparing opportunities across different regions, or even business owners who want to reach a broader buyer pool when they are ready to sell. And that's where the Transworld network can become your most valuable asset. A local franchisee can build relationships in their own market while also being connected to a larger market that understands business brokerage across markets and borders. Now, for a seller, that can mean broader exposure. For a buyer, that can mean access to more opportunities. And for you as a franchise owner, it can mean more ways to support clients who are thinking beyond one local transaction. Cross-border business transactions, they can be more complex. There may be different buyer expectations, different financing considerations, different legal and tax questions, different timelines, different cultural assumptions about how deals get done. That is not something that most independent brokers can navigate alone. But with Transworld, franchisees are connected to a broader network that can support larger, more complex, and sometimes cross-border opportunities. See, business broker, it's not just about finding a buyer. It is about helping move a transaction through valuation, confidentiality, buyer qualification, negotiation, due diligence, and finally to closing. When a deal has international interest, having network support behind you can make a real difference. Now, the global story is also connected to United Franchise Group, because United Franchise Group manages more than 1,600 franchise locations across multiple brands worldwide. And that kind of franchise infrastructure matters because international growth is not just about planting flags on a map. It requires systems, training, brand standards, support, market knowledge, and experience helping franchise owners operate across very different regions. For Transworld franchisees, that backing adds another layer of credibility, because you're not only joining a business brokerage brand, you're joining a franchise system with global operating experience of over 40 years behind it. And that can be especially important for candidates looking at international franchise opportunities or for markets outside of a traditional domestic footprint. So, What does having access to Transworld Global Network actually mean for you as a franchise owner? It means you can build a local business brokerage practice with the reach, the credibility, and the support of an international network behind you. If you are evaluating a global business brokerage franchise or an international franchise opportunity, Transworld Business Advisors deserves a closer look. And you can see all of the available markets today at tworldfranchise.com/international.